Hello, everybody. My name is Puppeting from I Love Puppets here on I Love Puppets today to discuss episode 9 of The Flash. Oh, yeah. And joining me, of course, as always, is Darkness. And within that darkness... Hello,
Darkness, my old friend. I've come to see Pixel again.
Huh?
What? Hold on a second.
We're having some technical difficulties, I suppose.
Just keep looking. I'll be right there.
I'm looking. Can you not?
What?
Listen. I know.
I'm excited. I had coffee.
I
had coffee. Coffee.
You had coffee?
Yeah.
Well, okay. How do you take your coffee?
I get the... sometimes I get the Killer Frost coffee. I get different jitters, but maybe I like some coffee.
Frostachino?
Hold on. I gotta calm myself. The miracles are going too fast.
Deep breaths, Froggy. Deep breath.
Okay, I'm better.
Yeah, like that. There you go.
Much better.
Hi, Froggy. It's good to see you. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm fine, better now. I just had a lot of coffee.
Well, before we actually get into the action of this episode, I want to go ahead and say hello to Marania. She's looking at the thumbnail, says Disco Berry. Did they travel back to the 1970s and early 80s? No. There is time travel in this episode. But it is not back to the 70s or 80s.
No, that's Legends.
Oh, yeah. Well, Legends of Tomorrow, they go everywhere. But it's, and we're going to save that for Friday in the awesome 2-part, episodes review. But that's worth mentioning another time. Right now, we are going to discuss episode 9 of The Flash. I'm not happy.
You're never happy.
No, that's not true. I can't be happy.
It's always true. You're always cranky.
No, well, okay. I'm a little grumpy. I'm an old man. You have to cut me some slack.
You got to have more green in your diet.
This episode has so much right about it up until a certain point. See, this episode, they're dealing with the fallout from Alexa, who was also known as Froeza. That was her name?
Yeah, Froeza.
She died. Nora killed her using the Flash's energy. And Barry feels responsible. So he figures out the only way to stop all this from happening is to go back to the moment the forces were created and to absorb the particles into basically this tachyon particle polar inner. It doesn't matter. The technical mumbo jumbo doesn't matter. What matters is that Barry's right. He figures out that if they can travel back and stop this from happening, the people can go back to their normal lives. They didn't ask for these powers, and the people who got those powers, some of them just weren't good people. So it comes down to this moment. And Iris disagrees completely and says, no, we have to reason with Nora. Nora isn't a person. And Barry says that. And he's right. It's amazing how right he is in this moment. And we go through this episode.
Hold on. What did you say? Did you say it's
amazing? Yes, it's a little amazing.
It's amazing.
But it's not going to last.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you right now. Because they work on this, and Cisco isn't happy. And he says he's not going to be a part of it.
Cisco is never happy. He just look another reason to leave the show again. He comes back and is like, complain. Then he hops away.
Yeah, because his girlfriend's about to go on a trip to San Fran.
Yeah, because apparently here are pictures he took of the other event that happened. Now they want her to display it in San Francisco because they consider it art. I consider the people dying. And she's taking photos of it.
Yeah. Here. I like Camilla and I like Cisco. I like their characters.
I like chocolate and I like soda, yes. But what's the point?
But it is kind of annoying.
It is very annoying because he's asleep again.
He's not even
vibe anymore. He's pointless. Iris took over his job. Why is he there?
And that's going to lead to a moment at the end here.
Yeah.
But Cisco does come around and says, fine, I will always have your back, even if I don't agree with you, because I trust you. And so that's what they do. They get help from Harrison Wells, timeless Wells, so they say. And it's always
Timeless
nice
Wells.
to see
Ooh.
the what's his name? Tom Cavanaugh. I do love whenever he's there. He just makes the team perfect.
Yeah, and you got to point out there's a look that he does in the previous episode, and now it's explained why he does that look.
Yes, because Timeless Wells takes Barry back to the moment the forces were created with Iris and Barry.
Yep.
They go, and in that moment, in that episode, you will look and you'll notice that Timeless Wells, in I believe it was the 3rd episode of this season, he takes off his glasses and looks to the side, and he's like, huh.
He's like, hi, how's it going?
Never addressed until this episode comes out.
Yep. Hi, how's it going? He's like, yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Hi, me. How are you?
Hi, how's it going? Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, me too. I'm here to. I heard the.
Oh, you're just creating the forces. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm here to collect them.
Oh, okay. It all works out then.
Yeah.
See you later. Bye. Yeah, it's just like that. Thank you, Froggy, for the assistance.
It's okay.
And so they go, and Barry, he's standing there, and he steps into the giant lightning. I suppose you could say it does look kind of like a portal, but the stream up into the sky.
The giant energy bolt that's going into the sky that they set up when Iris touched the sphere in the last episode, creating Speed Force.
Yep.
Basically, we learned that Iris and Barry are the parents because they both will these forces into existence and just ignore everything the comic says. You know why? Because we just like pretty colors.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I do hold some.
And you know the only problem with this show is another reason to point out that Barry's wrong. Even though when Iris at the end admits that he was right.
Oh well, we'll get to that. In this moment where they're absorbing the particles, we will cut to Iris. She and her squad, I suppose, Camilla and
the girls' mod squad. Yes.
They go and they're looking for Nora, and they use Iris, her signature, because she has a connection with these forces, apparently, as a beacon to go out and connect to the others, to look for them. And so they go into Barry's old house, his childhood home, and they think Nora's there. But it's actually Psyche. Both in this episode, Psyche and Dion show up. And in the moment Dion shows up, I know I skipped over it. He says that he likes being this way. This is him. This force has made him this way, and taken it away, he can't allow it to happen. Of course, they bypass that and leads to the moment that we were just talking about a second ago. But Psyche the same way.
Yeah.
Psyche says to Iris, I am me. And you know what? You may say that you're like my parents. I hated my parents. And then tries to trap her in a nightmare.
Yeah. And only because of interference of Barry, back time, collect the particles, he starts fading out of existence.
Yes.
And Barry saves her because, she almost got herself killed because she's a dumbass.
I'm going to go to Marani's comment here. They're using Iris's bargain basement Mina from Rebirth Flash. Is that it, Froggy?
I'm not sure what they mean by Mina in bargain basement. Iris wasn't she's not a speedster in this.
I think she means Nora. I think she means Nora.
No, bargain basement Nora?
Maybe. I don't know.
Iris in the comics in the Joshua Williamson much better. Yes, she's thoughtful. She does talk to Barry, but you gotta realize what you're talking about with the Iris back then, she basically did not know that Barry was the Flash. totally different scenario.
That's true.
But
So-
in the comics, so when they introduce the Strength Force and all stuff, they're not just forces that Barry created. They're forces that he unlocked. They were already their ancient forces, and the thing is that all of them existing at once threatened to basically destroy all of reality because they're creation forces. They were locked away purposely. So
in this, it's that they created them. That's what they said in this show.
mhm.
Here is the thing.
They even have Barry shedding a tear because he realized how stupid everything is.
Oh, since Iris has a connection to the forces, like Mina with the Speed Force and who uses it, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That sounds more like Nora to me.
But Nora is a Speed Force.
Yeah, but
Mina. No. Hold on. She's talking about Mina. Mina was a black hole scientist who basically had access. She got hit by the speed, basically had a speed lightning force happened, and people got speed abilities. They got connected to the Speed Force. Iris does not have that connection like Mina does in the comic books. So no, it's not like that. No, okay. Iris is just Barry's lightning rod. But they're trying to say that the Speed Force is inside her too. For whatever reason, is stupid CW.
But she's not running around. We got to give that. So they're saying that due to her signature, she helped with Barry create new forces. Yes. And thus they're like the parents of the people who receive these powers. I hate this. I hate what they're doing here. And in this moment, when Barry takes the forces that he collected, he took the particles from the forces, from the lightning beam, and put them in. He had him in that moment. He almost fixed everything right then and there. But however, he looks and sees, oh, it's so beautiful in the sky. Oh, I love it. And smashes it.
Yeah, you know why? Because you hear Joe West's voice in the sky saying, think about what you're doing. They may be your kids. They're not perfect, but you have to guide them.
Okay, yes. Let me rant. I need my rant.
How much? Keep ranting. I'm going to use the bathroom.
Yes. Okay, enjoy the bathroom, Froggy. It is so ridiculous. Barry was right. This entire time he's been right. And at the end, after Iris comes back and says, you're right. I can't reason with Nora. I can't reason with Psyche. You have to destroy the forces. Barry says no, that she was right. That, we created this and it's so beautiful. This creation is so wonderful. No, these people with these powers have too much. Dion and Psyche are villains. They aren't good people. You cannot convert them. It doesn't matter if you're the paragon of love or if you're freaking Santa Claus. There is no hope. You need to destroy the forces so that they can be the normal people and they never threaten society again. That's what needs to happen. But instead, this idiotic way is what they take. And it doesn't even matter. The impact of Alexa dying is taken away because, we can touch her feet and there she sits back up alive.
To be fair, I just want to point out that even in the comic books, Barry and Iris did try to take away the people's powers, and they got mad. And you're frozen.
Oh, Froggy?
Hi.
What's the last thing I said?
I heard you, but I don't know what they said on the screen. I saw some people drop off. Now it's just one person watching, but
now it's back to 2.
Okay.
I got the circles of death.
I didn't see any circles at all. I just saw you go,
I froze. Yes.
So I froze too.
As I was saying, I think maybe my ranting shook up the internet a little bit.
I just wanted to point out quickly that in the comic books, Barry and Iris, when they're hunting down these other speed forces, other forces, they were going to basically put them back away, put them into a prison. Both are on board with that. Because the Sage Force user was a person who only cared about himself. He was a villain. Same with the Still Force user by Turtle, who also was a villain. Almost killed everybody. And they're frozen again. But why do we have elevate to normal partners. Superhero is an almost superhero. Why can't we just have totally normal supporting characters for the hero?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
that
just
being said,
it's,
Iris in this one, she's not trying to be her own hero. She was trying to convince Nora.
she's not. She's trying to prove that she's right because she argued with Barry because Barry said we're going to go back in time and do this, and he even found a safe way to do it without creating a flashpoint. He was going to save lives because Alexa's dead. Nora killed Alexa the last episode. He wanted to bring her back to life, and Nora's like, well, maybe these people they want to be this way, and whatever. You can just go talk to Nora. Maybe she won't do it. And he's like, dude, we tried that. She killed Alexa. You saw it. And she threatened you. She is not reasonable. So I love the fact that Barry goes through all this, and then even she goes through her thing trying to follow Alexa, runs into Psych, and almost dies herself.
And
But the end,
herself wrong.
right at the end, Barry says, "No, I was wrong," even though Iris admits that he's right.
Iris had to convince herself that she was right, and she found out she was wrong. That's all that part is. And you know what? Barry is in the wrong here because he totally went through with it, and he was 1 second away from erasing these forces out of the timeline and saving Alexa. But instead, the writers decided, oh no, I want to keep these around, smashes it to the ground, and so they just bring Alexa back to life and act like, oh, this is great. No. Totally takes away an impact. Totally undoes the seriousness of the situation. And I hate it. I really do. I like the show. I like the actors, but they are totally ruining the importance of every action that they show.
You know what Joe should have said? Yeah, but I understand you create these forces, but these are also real life people. You messed up their lives. So maybe you should try to separate them. And, it's a good idea. Yeah, I'll do it. And that's how it should have done.
The forces should not be actual beings.
But there is a positive side, though. At the end, Iris and Barry touch Alexa's dead body. A spark happens, and she comes back to life.
It's annoying. That's what I just said. It's really stupid for them to take moments like this and undo everything. I really am frustrated. I want to like the show. They are so close to being, okay, yeah, they're actually using their brains. No, we have to use our hearts. No, these people would live normal lives. You'd be saving so many lives. Abracadabra would, sorry.
Would be alive.
Yeah,
no, well, yeah, he might be alive, but
because Fweza wouldn't have killed him.
Yeah, but also he wouldn't have had his good guy moment, helping Barry go against Fweza.
No. In that moment, he was convinced that he doesn't have to die a hero if he doesn't have to die.
Yes, but the thing is, he came back to destroy everything. And guess who destroyed the big giant bomb thing? Was Fweza. Threw it away like there's nothing. So
no. That moment in that episode with Abra, he's convinced. He's convinced, and he doesn't destroy the Central City. That moment is dealt with. They threw her in at the last second to, this is the season twist.
But we don't know. And maybe if he never Fweza interrupted, maybe he would have said, you know what, Barry, I don't give a crap. Does it? Boom, exploded.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But I'm still saying they would have saved so many lives in that moment if Barry had gone through with it. In this instance, Barry should have screwed the timeline.
Yeah, I should have screwed it. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's a different kind of show.
Okay.
But that about does it. I'm really frustrated. And it looks like in the next episode, they are going to be training Alexa to use her powers. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't want this.
Alexa, join Team Flash.
Basically. And you know what? They're going to need it because Cisco is leaving.
Yeah.
Cisco
Wait, hold on.
says to
Can we
his
have?
girlfriend in sync that they are leaving Central City, that
But-
they need to get out.
I only have one question. Can you have two good-looking women on a show? Can you have Allegra and Alexa at the same time?
Yes.
I don't know. They had to get rid of Killer Frost. So now we're stuck with
But
one
Caitlyn's
man.
still there.
She's not the Killer Frost though. Killer Frost was cute.
She's the same actress.
Yeah, but she was cuter as Killer Frost.
I suppose. But yeah, no. It doesn't look like Allegra or Alexa they're going to be leaving anytime soon. I hate the entire, we're basically your parents now because we gave you these forces. No, that's stupid.
Yeah, I want Alexa to say, well, if they're my parents, where's my money?
That's like saying
Child support.
in this show that Eobard Thawne is like Barry's father.
But we got to point out though, there's another part of the show though, with the Still Force is confronted by Nora.
Oh what? Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. When they meet, I love it. And this is what popped in my head though. I kept thinking, Nora really wants to destroy these forces.
Yep.
And Barry almost did it without her influence, I wonder. Remember, we haven't seen our Eobard Thawne. Maybe it's a gender-flipped Eobard Thawne taking on a new face, posing as Nora.
I doubt that.
And wants to collect all their abilities for himself.
You know what? I don't hate the idea of Eobard Thawne coming and absorbing every force.
He was Eobard all along.
Yeah, I would enjoy that, but I don't think it is. I think it's seriously just
because he's a time master. He's always fooling around with time.
You know, maybe. And in that moment where she stands there,
and plus, you know what? Yeah, she does a little, like that, and just shakes her hand and goes, and she's like kind of getting ready to go into Dion's heart.
Yep.
Did you imagine? That's the worst thing that Eobard could do: take on the form of his dead mother and mess with him.
Oh yeah, the woman he killed.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing about this that I'm going to say, I'm frustrated. I really am.
Well, we know that it's not easy being green.
Well, but you're green.
Yeah, I'm green. I know it's not easy being green.
So you're frustrated for being green?
I'm frustrated because I don't know. I'm just frustrated. Do I need a reason?
So wait, someone who gathers up all the forces? Is Nora really a gender-flipped Godspeed? Ooh.
Well, remember, Godspeed showed up, but they kept pairing it, but they don't know where he went, though. He's multiple Godspeeds.
Yeah, and they totally dropped the ball with him.
And the thing with Godspeed, though, they revealed it was actually Barry.
What?
Wasn't Godspeed?
That's Savitar in the show?
Yeah, but they didn't really have a Godspeed. It was Savitar.
Yeah, but no, they did have a Godspeed later on.
But who was he? I can't remember.
He was actually just a bunch of random people that were infected with speed.
Oh, yeah. Godspeed, if they introduced Godspeed was, for those who don't know, in Rebirth, he was a cop that worked with Barry. His brother was killed, and he was trying to get the murder, and they had the whole speed storm. All those people got powers, including him, and he became a villain while posing as a speedster, a hero.
Well, I have to say, I'm interested in where they're going to go. I really am.
Yeah, they better hop to it.
I'm tired of this show making me angry. When we watch Supergirl or Batwoman, we're mad because it's bad. We're upset because
You're kind of upset. I'm not really upset.
Okay, fine. I'm upset because the show could be good.
Yeah, it could be good.
It's just bad, and I accept that. And it's easy to accept. The Flash is not easy to accept because they have such great potential, but they screw it up. Every step of the way, they are tripping over themselves. And that's the frustrating thing. I like this show. I really do. But it makes me angry.
You're not going to go green the Hulk out, are you?
No. There's only room for one green guy.
Okay.
That's you.
Because I'd have to have a few words with you if you got green.
Oh, well, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But that about wraps it up, everybody. I want to thank you all so much for watching. We will be back next week to discuss that episode. I hope that it gets better, and I hope that I don't have to get angry. I've been angry at this show for about 3 to 4 episodes of this entire season, and there's 9. I shouldn't be this angry. Is the Flash is snatching defeat from the jaws of victory? I'm not sure about that. It really could be great, and I want it to be better, and I want to love this show. I want to recommend this show all the time. But it's episodes like this that they get so dang close.
Yeah, I know, right? They do. Yeah.
But I'm going to do my wrap up now. Is that okay with you, Froggy? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, no, coffee.
Okay, well, you can cut down on the coffee. It's almost your bedtime. Okay.
Coffee. I need more coffee. Because I want to go fast like the Flash.
Let's end this and we'll get you some more coffee. And thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you're new around here, please make sure to subscribe. We're up to 35 today, Froggy. Can you believe it?
35?
35.
Oh,
I want to thank so much.
Hello, number 35. These are specials, number 34 and 33 and 32, 31, blah, 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 blah.
Yep, and we want to build those numbers. YouTube wants to keep the puppets down, but we are going to fight them. Isn't that right, Froggy?
Yeah, we always fight all the time, but we like to dance too.
Exactly. Froggy is indeed addicted to the coffee force.
Shh! Don't tell people my secret.
So, everybody, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure to like these videos. We want to fight the algorithm. And leave a comment if you're watching this after we've gone live. We want to know your thoughts. Let us know what you think. If you disagree, go ahead. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with a disagreement as long as we can remain civil. So go ahead. Tell us why we're wrong or why I'm wrong or why Froggy's right.
Yeah. Tell everybody why I'm right.
Well, I'm not going to say you're right.
Well, you won't have to because I'm always on the right.
You're on the right side. That doesn't matter.
I'm on the right side of things.
So, one last time, thank you all so much for watching. And finally,
hello,
bye. He just